Hello, my name is Natalia Mesa, and today I'm going to talk about listening in interpersonal communication. For this, I'm going to inform you about the difference between listening and hearing and the process of listening and some tips to improve it. First, I wanted to start with this quote from research from the process of interpersonal communication by Adler, Brasfield, and Proctor. So, adults spend an average of 70% of their time engaged in some sort of communication. Of these, an average of 45% is spent listening, compared to 30% speaking, 16% reading, and 9% writing. Having this in mind, we're going to talk about the difference between listening versus hearing. According to the definitions of the book Listening in Everyday Life by Purdue and Borisov, listening is a mental act. It is assigning meaning to the stimuli received by our brain. So we give meaning when we listen. But when we hear, it is a physical act. It's our physiological capacity to receive and process sounds. It is mindless. A good example for this are the different types of songs. So there is types of songs that you would like to share to your boyfriend with your girlfriend because of the meaning they have. Uh, so you will listen to these songs and share them. But there is also the songs that you just hear for fun, like the ones that you hear when you go to a party. You like the way they're beat, the way they sound, but you don't really understand or don't give a meaning to them. Now, I want to talk about the process of listening. Before starting, I want to mention that all of this process comes from the book The Interpersonal Communication by DeVito. So let's start. The first step is receiving. Hearing is the first step of listening. You have to hear a sound in order to listen to it. So, what I suggest for this is that you must pay attention to the speaker when he is talking and avoid using your phone or any other distraction that may interfere with what the speaker is saying. To improve, focus your attention on the speaker, verbal and nonverbal messages. The second step of listening is understanding. Learn what your speaker means. We all have different ways of feeling. We all not experience the same feelings in the same way. You gotta hear what the speaker has to tell you to understand what they feel or to understand their thoughts. So, let's say your friend failed an exam and he's feeling terrible about it. For you, that may be normal. Everyone fails exam, but for that person, it's not. So try to avoid assumptions and understand the speaker feelings from their point of view. We all experience our feelings in a different way. Just try to be on the other person's shoes. The third stage is remembering. You cannot simply reproduce in your memory what the speaker said. You will remember what you think they said. A good listener and communicator will remember important things on a conversation. This doesn't mean that you have to forget the minimum things, but you should at least remember those are important. Let's say your friend told you he's getting a new job interview. Next time you see that person, ask him how his job interview went. To improve,